Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Zoe Williams is in the building with Bobby Glanton Smith. If you guys want to hear the show, download the app. All right? Do your brother a solid and download that app. All right? Just download the app and you'll be able to hear the show and the callers and everything else. Just download it. Download KBLA 1580 is the app. We'll be live in 3 minutes. Now let's check.
Test 1, 2.
What? No, it. I can't see it. It keep disappearing. What up, family? I see y'all in here. What up?
What's the name of the cigar spot again?
Drobe Stogies.
Drobe Stogies. I gotta tell your name at the door?
Yeah, just tell them. Tell them I sent you down there.
All right, I'll see you up there.
Bobby, just...
As soon as I hand it to you, look at it.
Cool dress like this?
Yeah.
All right.
It ain't no fancy schmancy.
All right.
Yeah.
The house, they took themselves off their name and likeness off of the appraisal of the house, went up in value $500,000.
Wow. Wow. Murfreesboro and Dina. Yeah, that's right. We up in here. Murfreesboro and Dina. I like that. But if we going to be 100, that would be Murfreesboro and Chattanooga.
Yeah, if you really going there.
If you going to go there, Murfreesboro and Chattanooga. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in, man. The app is called KBLA. Right? Just type in where you get your app on your phone, KBLA. It should be KBLA 1580. You should be able to find it on Apple devices as well as... Here we come? All right. All right. As well as Google phones. For your music.
Here we go.
Okay.
Busted. Ladies and gentlemen, NovaTime sports show on KBLA 1580 Talk. Zoe Williams and Nick Hamilton. Unfortunately, my brother Nick Hamilton is not in the building tonight, but I brought back the brother you love to hate. Yeah, he finna get started again. My good brother Bobby Glanton Smith has joined the podcast, the show, the radio show. Man, we finna turn up. And you knew that it was Bobby based on the song selection. The last time I heard the OJs, let alone not one of their major hits. What was that, a major hit in your? Hell yeah.
See, I don't know, Bobby.
Major hit, man. But it's more true now than ever before.
Survival.
of the fittest.
Well, why couldn't we have played Mobb Deep?
It
See, you
was
don't even know who
appropriate.
that is.
Well, it's appropriate because that's where they're going up in these stores these days. They going mob deep up in these stores, man. Trying to get a little sister something.
Oh, man. So listen, what I want to do really quickly is run down some scores for you guys. Of course, this was Championship Saturday. Alabama, which was ranked number 3 in the country, defeated undefeated University of Georgia today. They beat them 41-24. And there have been some other games, but that one to me was significant because Alabama hasn't been looking as strong or as dominant as they have in previous years. So for them to beat Georgia, which has always looked really good, really strong over the past 3-4 years. But then again, Alabama always beats Georgia. This is the 7th time they've beat them in a row. So
what about Cincinnati? Did they win today?
Cincinnati did beat Houston 35-20. Michigan is up at the end of the first quarter 14-3 in their championship Big 10 game, or is it the Big 12? I think it's Big 12. You know, they keep realigning these conferences. But they're over Iowa right now 14-3. And Wake Forest is up 1 score on Pitt. So, Bobby, let's just get right into it, man. I'll be asking these questions of Bobby because Bobby is a well-traveled, well-seasoned, intelligent, articulate brother.
Translation, I'm an old fart.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you that. You old. Bobby, I've been wrestling with this, and I always ask you this. Who's the greatest boxer of all time?
I have to go with Sugar Ray Robinson, personally, because the man fought for 30 years.
30?
No, he did. He was fighting all the way up to his 50s, man.
Really?
Yeah, he fought about 300 fights, man.
Listen, I'm from a different generation, of course.
Yeah, they were fighting every week back then, man.
Every week?
Sometimes twice a week. Seriously.
No, but you know, I feel like Mayweather is the greatest. I've seen Ali. I grew up on Ali. I saw Sugar Ray Leonard. I grew up on Leonard. I grew up on Duran. I grew up on Hearns. And I've just never seen, I grew up on Sweet Pea.
Well, let's first of all realize that Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather would be a toss-up in their prime.
I think
That'd be
Floyd
a
would beat him.
Man, I'm not so certain of that.
Why?
Because Sugar Ray was fast and vicious for a guy that would smile at you so much. You know, he was known to be a likable guy, but he was an assassin in that ring, bro.
Let me just be honest. If Tommy Hearns didn't have a plywood chin, he would have beat him that first fight.
No, it wasn't his chin that got him in trouble. It was the brain matter, because he didn't know how to use his length. Because I have a fighter that I'm very close to in Minneapolis by the name of Jamal Shango James from the Circle of Discipline, who's got that same gladiator mentality, but he's a freak. He's 6'2" at 147. Man, you can't let him get in here and do none of this little thin body of yours. You keep him out there on the end of that jab.
Right.
So Thomas Hearns had that devastating power, and he had that Detroit mentality.
If that chin wasn't made of doctor's cotton, he would have beaten
It wasn't
Sugar Ray Leonard.
That ain't what got him in trouble,
That
man.
right
Them
hand
body
was-
shots, man. Them body shots. Sugar started tearing that body up.
No, I saw Sugar hit him in that chin, and he went through them ropes in the last round.
But what set him up for that was that body work.
I agree, Bobby. I'm not being difficult. Who's your favorite boxer? Call me. 800-920-1580. Who's the greatest of all time? I'd love to know. 1-800-920-1580 is the number to dial throughout the show. Call us and give us your opinion on who the greatest boxer of all time is. Again, I believe my favorite is Floyd Mayweather. I've never seen a guy that technically sound. He's a boxing savant. Can we say that?
Yes, and a great champion. But there was a couple of fights that he actually should have lost.
Should have lost or actually lost?
Actually, no, he didn't. He didn't actually lose them because they raised his hand.
Oh, no, don't do that, Bobby. Bobby, don't do that, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Ah, okay. Listen, when we
And I
move
love
forward,
Floyd. Floyd is cool. You know, he PBC, man. Come on.
listen, as we come forward, we will take phone calls. I want to hear from you. Who is the greatest of all time? Please chime in 1-800-920-1580.
Actually, Floyd's not in my top 3.
Oh, Lord. When we come forward. Perfect. That's perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. I love it.
Man, you know, we like Bogey and Bacall, man. You know that.
I love it, brother. Hey, y'all, time in. Call us, 1-800-920-1580. Y'all live on the Zoe What channel on YouTube. And I just wanted you guys to see the behind the scenes of how we do these shows, man. This is my sports show. We're going to be talking a whole lot of stuff. But I do want to get your opinions on who's the greatest fighter of all time. YouTube, hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's get it trending. We talking sports today with my big brother, Bobby Glanton Smith. Say what's up, Bobby. They can see you.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Zoe can't help it, man. He can't see out of one eye and he blind in the other one. You know.
You trying to tell me the only person I think Floyd would have had real problems with, and it ain't Sugar Ray Leonard. I think he would have real problems with Marvin Hagler.
No, he was a middleweight.
Didn't Floyd go up to middleweight?
He got murdered trying to fight Hagler at 160.
Nah, Floyd
That's
can't.
13 pounds.
Well,
man.
Floyd can't be at 160.
That's a middleweight.
But Hagler wasn't always at middleweight, was
yes,
he?
he was.
So he was just a bona fide middleweight.
So he walked around in 180 pounds.
180.
You know, it wouldn't have been fair.
Yeah.
But he'd have had a problem with Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm telling you, man. How he gonna beat Sugar Ray Robinson?
Wow. Well, Sugar Ray had speed.
No, he killed a man in the ring. That's how hard he hit.
Yeah. I can't front. And Muhammad Ali patterned himself.
After Sugar Ray Robinson.
I got it. We're going to have to break this down, Bobby. We got phone calls. We're going to have to break this down. So when I come back,
Yeah.
I'm going to go right. When I come forward, I'm going to go right to the callers. 30
Okay,
seconds.
That's cool. Facebook Live? Is that what it is? YouTube Live?
I'm on YouTube Live.
YouTube Live. Okay. Yeah. Got a great fight tomorrow night here in L.A. Javante Tank Davis
We're going to talk about them.
is
too.
fighting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. On Showtime tomorrow.
Okay.
They almost got to fighting at the weigh-in today.
Got you.
That boy done made a bad mistake, man. Last thing you want to do is piss the tank off.
Survival of the fittest. Mob Deep.
Now, who is this?
Now, this is the real survival of the fittest. Mob Deep. He had to play the instrumental because
What instrument? There ain't no instruments.
they don't, Bobby. I'm hip hop, Bobby. You can't do hip hop like that. Bobby from a different generation.
Where they played instruments. You know, guitars, drums, saxophone, trumpets, trombones.
You're listening to NovaTime. Zoe Williams and Nick Hamilton. My brother Nick Hamilton is not here today, but we talking the greatest of all times. Who's your favorite fighter of all times? It took a lot for me to say Floyd over Ali because I believe in Ali. Ali is a movement, man. I believe in him. But just strictly boxing, I gotta give it to Floyd. Zoe from South Carolina, who's your favorite boxer of all times? Chime in with us. What's happening? See? Mayweather. What?
You saying that he could? Are you saying that he could beat? I'm sorry. Let's talk about the science, and then let's talk about fighting. Sugar Ray Robinson killed a man in the ring.
Well, we're not talking about murder, Bobby. We're talking about boxing.
It wasn't murder. It wasn't murder. 147.
Oh, he was 147. That's
Yes, sir.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
He went all the way up before his career was over with to light heavyweight. He lost several times. He fought damn near 300 fights.
But Bobby, you can't argue with a zero.
Now, what you can argue with is if Sugar Ray Robinson went in the ring at 147 with Floyd Mayweather, he'd whoop him like a runaway slave.
If you agree with Bobby, call us right now. 1-800-920-1580. Go ahead, Zoe, your final thought.
Do you know who Ali emulated as a fighter? Sugar Ray Robinson.
Thank you, caller. We appreciate
We
your
do. I
input,
appreciate
brother.
your.
Thank you
we're just
so
talking
much.
and giving our opinions. That's all it is. Go ahead on next.
Hey, Bobby, you listen. Floyd's ring IQ is almost unmatched. Listen. He get in there and he figure you out.
It wouldn't be nothing to figure out. Once he got in the ring with Sugar Ray Robinson, he would first of all know that he's in there with a man's man.
So he been in there with males.
Males. Yeah. See, they were fighting 15 rounds, man.
Okay, Bobby. All right. Tanya from Compton. Compton's in the house. What you want to talk about? Mike Tyson? Listen, Tanya, I love Mike Tyson. To me, Mike Tyson, he is my second favorite
One of his
boxer.
problems was Buster Douglas.
That was a real problem for him, Buster Douglas. Thank you, Tanya. We appreciate you, baby.
Hey, thank you for calling in, sister.
You're listening to NovaTime. I want to know your opinion. Who is the greatest fighter of all time? I'm going with Floyd. Hands down. Skill. Ring IQ. A lot of people don't understand. Floyd had an immaculate chin. He didn't get hit a lot. But when he did get hit, he was able to take some punches. Look at that fight, that second round against Sugar Shane. Look at Maidana, who tagged him at the end of I think it was the fourth round or something like that. Tagged him real good. He's always been able to recover and adapt and then walk the dog. Call us right now, 1-800-920-1580. Bobby, your thought, and then I'm going to Calvin from D.C.
Now go to Calvin. I want to see what the Chocolate City talking about.
Calvin, Chocolate City, speak on it. Oh, God. But that don't mean that don't mean that he could have beat Floyd. Floyd was better than his father and his uncle.
What's his name? What's your name, brother?
This Calvin.
Calvin. I just off the air told him that Sugar Ray Leonard would mop the floor with Floyd Mayweather. So
you guys think that Floyd's defense which is considered one of the greatest he's considered one of the greatest defensive boxers in the history of boxing.
But
in the
not
history
the
of
greatest.
He's mentioned up there with
Jack
Sweet D.
Johnson is the greatest defensive
But
fighter.
you're telling me that Sugar Ray Leonard
And he
could
knocked
have.
your teeth out.
You telling me that Sugar Ray could have broke down his defense?
Absolutely.
I don't believe y'all. No,
Absolutely.
No.
Hand speed, athleticism, and he was a nasty man in that range. Sugar Ray Leonard would get at you, man.
Hey, Calvin, thank you for the call, man. I
You
appreciate
don't want to
it.
hear that, Calvin.
No, I'm giving him love. I appreciate the call. Calvin, call me anytime, brother. We got Jewel from South Central. Jewel, come on, come in here. We need a woman's voice to come in here and speak
calm
some
us
sense. Jewel, who's your greatest fighter of all time? Speak on it. She right.
Hey, I ain't gonna argue with facts.
You can't argue that now.
That's the truth.
See, I knew a woman would come in here and set us
Yeah.
straight. Thank you, Jewel from South Central. We appreciate the call. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me say this. Let me say this about Ali. I love Ali. But I think Ali, who was a great defensive fighter when he wanted to be,
Now, when he was young,
I think he allowed himself to get hit too much.
now it wasn't allowed. When he got older, man, he couldn't get away from those punches, and his fighting style. It's just like Roy Jones. When Roy Jones was young, he was unhittable, man.
Roy Jones?
Unhittable.
Roy Jones is one of the most untechnical fighters.
But he was a freak, though.
And when that athleticism went away, he
not
became
getting touched.
he became Blake Griffin. You can't dunk no more, huh?
To the bench you go.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying I don't like. I love Roy, but Roy, like,
He was a freak athlete.
Let me give you an example.
He was a boxer.
When my oldest son was in the 10th grade, playing varsity basketball, one of his coaches said something that resonated with me and the point about Roy. You know, my son's a freak athlete too.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he said he was reprimanding some other kid, this white kid, and he was basically telling him, "You've got to play defense correctly. You can't play defense like New." And I said, I pulled him to the side. I said, "Why you say that?" He said, "Because that white kid doesn't have the athleticism that New has, and New's athleticism covers up for mistakes." And I said, "Well, teach my son the same way you teaching the white boy. I want him to play defense right." He was like, "But he's so explosive, he don't always have to get in position. He can be out of position and make a move that white kid can't make." This was a black coach, by the way. But, you know,
face.
That's what happened to Roy. He relied on that athleticism so much that, to me, he didn't refine his skill set.
And that's absolutely true.
And it caught up.
It did.
And he started getting hit in the head and falling down in the most awkward ways.
Looked like a sniper hit him from the back row.
From the grassy knoll. Who's your greatest fighter? Call me right now. 1-800-920-1580. That's the number to dial. You're listening to NovaTime with Zoe Williams and Nick Hamilton. Nick is not here right now, but my good brother, my big brother, Bobby Glanton Smith is in the house. Andre from Pasadena, you're on the air live. Talk to us about your greatest fighter. Ali. Who beat him? Who beat him, Andre? Who beat your GOAT? Your GOAT got beat?
No, it was what's that boy name, man? They fought 3 times. Jake Lamotta.
So let me just say this. Who is Jake LaMotta? Is he a great?
You damn right. He was a killer.
Is he?
Shit.
Listen, I've heard of him, but only in relation
Jake LaMotta was a
to
beast.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
He was a beast, man. No, he didn't lose nobody else.
So Jake LaMotta is the greatest.
No. They fought 3 times.
So he was like Gennady. Okay.
Yeah.
Triple G.
No, he wasn't no piece of cake. No way.
But Floyd. Margarito was a cheater. Why would he?
Paul Williams wasn't no cheater. Paul Williams wasn't no cheater.
Listen, Floyd Mayweather fought 23 champions and beat them.
Yeah, from the alphabet soup era. So you got the WBC, the WBA.
Vernon Forrest
would have gave him some problems, man.
Vernon Forrest would have got beat up too.
No, man. There's a reason why he didn't fight certain people. There's a reason why Sugar Ray Robinson did not. There's a reason Sugar Ray Leonard did not fight the little monster from Cincinnati. What's my man's name? He just died. You remember the one with the water? Aaron Pryor.
So wait a minute. You saying that Sugar Ray was ducking people?
Hell yeah.
And Floyd was ducking people?
Aaron Pryor whooped him to death when they was amateurs.
Wait, you guys are making my point. You saying Floyd ducked people. You saying Sugar Ray ducked people.
Yeah.
We know Canelo ducking people.
Ali didn't duck nobody.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Robinson didn't duck nobody.
Okay. So you telling me that ducking folk
It
is
lowers
part,
your score.
Let me just say,
it lowers your score.
Is it part of that industry?
No, it lowers your score as
Because
the greatest.
think about what Sugar Ray did.
It lowers your score, bro.
I agree with you, but think about what Sugar Ray did.
Which one?
When he fought against caller, thank you for the call, Dre from Dina. That's my town. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. When he decided to fight my guy, who just passed, you know, legendary bald head,
Marvelous
Marvin Hagler.
Mm-hmm.
He waited 5 years to fight him.
He did the right
He
thing.
retired and he saw Marvelous fight Mugabe and said, he's off. Let's set the fight up.
Well, you got to realize.
Is that fair? How's he the greatest?
Sugar Ray went up to, I'm talking weight class more so than anything else. When Marvin Hagler finally fought Sugar Ray, he was a different fighter. But at 147, Sugar Ray Leonard was a problem. At 147.
Okay, you already made that point. I love Sugar Ray Robinson. He's one of the greats.
One. Okay, let's go ahead.
All I know is everybody rooted for every man that came into that ring against Floyd Mayweather. Everybody rooted against Floyd Mayweather.
Where did that blueprint come from?
And all I'm saying is the boy left the game with a 0.
Where did that blueprint
50-0 is significant.
Where did the blueprint come from? Ali made sure that everybody that came to the fight came to see him lose. And he didn't do nothing but, he did it again.
Who's your greatest fighter? Call me right now. I want to know your opinion. Mike Tyson is definitely not in the top, even though Mike Tyson was amazing in the 90s. Sister called in, mentioned Mike Tyson. He was Mike Tyson. He was a monster. 20-inch neck. You know, that left hook, uppercut, body. Jesus. Mike was a monster, but Mike fell off his practice and couldn't maintain his greatness.
And then there's other elements involved in that. Heavyweights got bigger. Much bigger.
Mike was fighting big dudes the whole time.
No, he wasn't fighting nobody 6'7" that could fight.
That could fight.
There's a few of them out there now.
But then again, stylistically, Mike was in trouble because anybody with a proficient jab
kept him on the end of it.
Yes, and that's why some of those fights with, I think, what was it, Tucker? Tony Tucker.
He'd had a problem with George Foreman.
Nah, George is too slow.
Shit. In prime,
George is slow.
George was one of the most powerful punchers.
Yes, but he was a slow motion boxer.
It don't matter if he can get that punch down before you move. You go into the flow.
You could see that punch coming.
And you saw it knock you out.
Man, listen.
Them heavy hands is something special. I got a kid in Minneapolis. Shout out to David Morrell Jr., who will be fighting at the Armory in Minneapolis, and I'm going to be in the house, proudly so, on December the 20th. It'll be his second title defense. He's the interim super middleweight champion of the world at 168. And I'm telling you, I showed Zoe a clip.
Yeah,
Tell
he's
him
a
that,
problem.
Zo.
He's a problem. I can't front. He's a problem. He looked real good in that last fight. I give you credit for that. Hey, brother, the phone lines is cracking. I need you, man. Listen, I want to hear your opinion. This is NovaTime. When we come forward, we will continue taking your calls on the greatest of all time in the squared circle. Yo, y'all having a good time? This is Zoe Williams, man. NovaTime. Download the KBLA 1580 app if you want to hear the callers, you want to hear everybody getting involved. Download the app onto your phone and listen to the show through the app. Bobby is killing,
As y'all can
per
see,
usual.
that Zoe, he just don't know no better. I mean, and I love my brother, man, and I keep trying to send him to school, and the more I send him to school, the dumber he get. I don't know what to do.
Damn it, Bobby.
Any suggestion? Should I go back to whooping him like they used to do back in the day? Maybe
Yes.
a good beating would get him straightened out.
Yes, that'll do it. Hey,
Man.
we got some topics too.
Okay.
I want to cover some other things, but I still want to continue to take calls.
Okay.
Phone lines are cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
What, overwhelming on your board over there?
Oh yeah, it's popping.
No, I'm saying they must be all from the now generation.
Somebody said Floyd. Somebody said Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes was incredible, man.
He was. I hated Larry.
He was a
Holmes.
machine.
I hated Larry.
You shouldn't have.
I hated.
See,
I'm listening.
man, that man paid his dues.
He did.
When it was a craft, you had to come up through the ranks.
He did. I just didn't like the way. Oh, I'm gonna say it on the air. We got phone lines popping. But I gotta ask you about this, Bobby.
Or what?
Oh, I got a topic that we gotta cover, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it after we do the greatest.
Okay.
Y'all hit that like button. Somebody said Reuben Hurricane Carter.
We'll never know because he spent his prime years in the penitentiary.
We'll never know. Somebody said Larry Holmes, that jab was incredible. What about James Lights Out Tony?
Couldn't touch that Holmes jab. It was more than a jab, man. He had the stiffest. I mean, he would push you back with that jab.
Yeah, he was.
Most people just lit you up with it.
I agree.
He would damn near knock your ass out with that jab, man.
I agree.
And he had a chin, man, because when he fought Ken Norton, who beat Ali,
Yeah.
don't forget that. Ali had more problem. The two fighters gave him the most problem was Ken Norton because he was so unorthodox.
Yeah.
And strong as just a bull.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
of course, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. Okay.
That's what separates them. See, them guys left it in the ring for real, man.
Yeah.
See, the referees have covered Floyd in many fights, man. They let him hit and hold. He did my boy Victor Ortiz like that, man.
He was beating the Kool-Aid out of Victor Ortiz.
No, Victor came in there and
tried to bull rush
go
you.
back and was successful at it to a degree. But what they were letting every time he touched Floyd,
We're going to talk about that.
okay.
Because heck no. We're going to talk about that.
And I'm gonna be fair with it. I'm partial because I'm doing counterpunch with it.
I know. You're doing a podcast with Victor Ortiz.
Yeah, hell yeah. Cut my own throat. You out of your mind. And he's a beautiful cat, man. He
Yeah,
really is,
man.
man. You had him on your show, man.
The So What
Good
show.
people,
He is
man.
good people, man.
Yeah. And I don't want Floyd to, because somebody gonna tell him because they know me in his circle. They're gonna be, man, that boy been talking bad about it. And I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying the times have really changed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and referees influence fights in a major way because styles make a fight. So if you're a brawler and the referee is constantly, breaking you up while you done got him hemmed up in that corner, man,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference, man.
Yeah.
Even Ali used to he hit the hole. Then on the way out, he hit you with them laces. And by the fifth or sixth round, man, your eyes were red and you couldn't.
So he was cheating.
No, he wasn't cheating. They hadn't made a rule against him.
So he said, okay.
Yeah.
What's our time? Where's my brother?
He ain't in there?
No, he there, but I can't see him.
Oh.
Now I got to disagree with Bobby on that. Floyd was whooping Ortiz's ass. And he was.
That fight was, y'all need to go back and look at the fight.
I did. Today.
Impartially. You did?
Today.
You looked at it today?
Yes.
I wish I'd have been there. We'd have seen it. We saw the same
The
thing.
boy was outclassed.
He was outclassed.
Outmatched.
Floyd, he got frustrated. And then...
He wasn't getting frustrated because Floyd was fouling him.
No, he was touching him.
He
Floyd
was touching him. Good. With that right hand. Had that little mouse under his eye.
But he wasn't going to stop him. That boy tough, man. Now, Berto stopped him. Berto's a much bigger puncher. I keep telling you, man, Floyd didn't have that many KOs.
He had 25 out of 50. That's a 50% KO ratio.
That's low, man. That's low.
26 knockouts he
That's
had.
low.
All right.
That's low. Bud Crawford would murder Floyd. And he had a chance to fight Bud. He didn't put Bud on that short list.
Oh, he had a chance to fight?
Bud's 34, man.
He had a chance to fight him?
Yeah.
Floyd is 42.
That's my point. That's my point.
30 seconds. Here we go. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Show your love for your brother, Zoe Williams and Bobby Glanton Smith. Hit that super chat. Don't be shy. Support the channel, my friends. 30 seconds. This is the 9:45.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
That's Ali, man. Greatest of all time.
He left it in the rain, man.
He left it all
In the rain.
in the ring.
Trust me.
NovaTime back in the building. We want to know who you think is the greatest fighter, boxer, pugilist of all time. I have concluded from my research, it's Floyd Money Mayweather. You disagree with me? Get to your phone lines right now. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. I want to know your opinion. I want to know what you think. Please share with me. I'm teachable. I can learn. Bobby doesn't think so, but I can learn.
In
Naeem.
school, man. He came back, didn't figure it out.
Naeem from Virginia, you're on the phone with us right now. Talk to us about your favorite and the greatest of all time.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Good.
Boom. Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Well, please look into it, because any fight that was available, the man was fighting 3-4 times a month. All right. And he didn't mind getting in there with anybody up until his late 40s. I think he fought till he was like 47, 48 years old.
Because he had to.
You damn right.
He had money problems
Yeah.
and tax problems.
But he had the skill to still do that. And I keep telling y'all, man, some of y'all need to look up, just for your own edification, look up Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson was unhittable. They got this one reel with Jack Johnson where they had staged for a commercial a fight. And this guy sucker punched him, and he said, "Oh, you want to fight?" He hit that man and knocked. He knocked his man's teeth out of his gloves.
What?
Yeah.
So he punched him with his glove.
And his teeth was
Stuck in the gloves.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Now that's a puncher right there. Hey, Naeem, I appreciate you for calling, brother. Thank you for bringing Virginia into the building. Joseph, it's your turn to bring Florida into the building. Who do you think is the greatest fighter of all time? Holla at me.
He got robbed that night.
He got robbed by Michael Spinks.
Not by Spinks. They didn't want him to break Marciano's record.
Yeah, he got robbed. I remember that fight. Listen. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Joseph. And I'm going to say this. He had one of the greatest jabs in the history of boxing. But he started talking that mess to Tyson when he should have stayed retired. He should have stayed somewhere. And Mike Tyson put him to sleep for his disrespect of Ali.
No, he put him to sleep because Larry got old. Because if they'd have fought in their prime, he'd have knotted Mike Tyson up.
What?
Man, he'd have never got past that jab.
I'll
man.
agree.
He'd have never got past that jab. He was too old.
He was definitely too old, yes.
It was age, not a matchup problem. It was age.
No, I agree. Well, thank you, Joseph. Hey, brother, we appreciate you for taking the time to share that insight with us. We didn't even think about Larry Holmes.
Yeah, well, Larry's he's a great man, great family man, still married to the same woman, man. Ain't left Eastern Assassin was a bad boy.
The Eastern Assassin. Thank you. We got Emrich from Pasadena. What's happening? Dina Love is in the building right now. Speak to us, brother.
Wow. Ooh,
now
Zuma Nelson was a
wait a minute now.
Beast.
Don't mention Terry Norris. He is another one of them cotton chin boys.
But not Zuma Nelson.
He did have a punch, but let me say, have you seen Terry Norris get knocked out over and over and over again in his career? And I mean, graze that chin. That boy sleep for 3 weeks. Now tell the truth. Julian Jackson was a monster, knockout artist, but I don't think his skill set was comparable to Floyd.
He had some flaws.
He had too many flaws.
Zuma was a great fighter, man. Tough as nails. And his body assault would just make you piss on yourself for several weeks.
Buddy McGurk was a bum fighter and a bum trainer. You saw what Buddy McGurk was doing when he was hugging, what was the white boy's name that Floyd just took to school for... they had to stop the fight. They were building it up. I forgot the white boy's name. He fought against Mickey Ward. Arturo Gotti.
yeah,
He said, I can't let you go in there, champ. Both your eyes is closed. Both your I got to stop it. You can't see no more. He was terrible. Come on now. Hey, brother, let me just say this, man. I appreciate you taking the time to call me, man. Thank you for the insight. I learned a lot from this call. Thank you, brother.
Let's deal with the elephant in the room right now. You brought it up on the break. Let's get it over with.
What is it?
Ortiz and Floyd.
All right, look, we got 30 seconds. When we come forward, we gonna speak on that.
Okay, all right.
Floyd against that boy,
Victor Ortiz,
that was fighting dirty and got. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
When we come forward,
okay.
You're listening to NovaTime. I'm Zoe Williams. That's Bobby Glanton Smith. My homeboy Nick Hamilton is out, but we shall continue this discussion when we come forward.
And for the folks on Facebook, what I'm inspired about is the range of callers that we've had so far, and some deep, some knowledgeable people, man. Yeah. And I got to commend you, Zoe. I didn't know you followed boxing like this, man.
Yeah, you see me. Yeah. I got a couple. I'm out here just trying to show some radio savvy.
Yeah,
I know
man,
a little something
your
about
homework,
it.
Boy. Yeah. I got to give you. When you get it right, I got to give it up.
Well, thank you, Bobby. Damn.
Yeah, you on top of this one.
All right, so I have a lot of other topics, but this one is going so well. And if the phone lines keep going, it's going
let the people, engage, man. Yeah.
So we got 3 minutes. Hey, y'all enjoying the show? Bobby is in here killing. He ain't gonna get off that Sugar Ray Robinson kick. I can't fault Bobby for that. Sugar Ray Robinson was a phenom. He was like the Wilt Chamberlain of boxing. I'll give him that. But is he greater than Floyd?
It wouldn't even be close, man.
Floyd
was undefeated in a tailored career. Tailored.
Oh, Bobby.
Him and Aaron Pryor were about the same age, man. He stayed as far away from... No, Pryor was a little older.
You talking about Aaron Pryor during the 80s?
Pryor.
You talking about Floyd or you talking about Sugar Ray Leonard?
I'm talking about Floyd.
Aaron Pryor was in...
No, I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard.
There you go. Because I was about to say, Bobby, come on.
But I'm saying that Aaron Pryor would have mauled Floyd Mayweather. He couldn't have kept him off of him, man. The man come out the bell ring and it's already 10 punches headed your way. And it's going to be that way with the other bell ring.
People are saying it in the chat room. Floyd never lost. You know how hard that is to do?
It's very hard to do.
He still had to get in there and fight everybody.
It's very hard to do. But when you got a career that was tailor-made to avoid certain fighters, speak for itself. Like you said, Vernon Forrest would have been a problem. Paul Williams at 6'2".
But they said Pacquiao would have been a problem. He handled Pacquiao. Oh, he didn't? We got to talk about that too, huh?
He didn't really do... He damn near lost that fight with De La Hoya.
De La Hoya wasn't even boxing. He was trying to... I don't know. He was trying to hug
him. The fight was close, man.
No, it wasn't.
The fight was closer than you want to admit.
First off, De La Hoya don't have the stamina.
I ain't talking about that. I'm just telling you right now.
After he got tired, that right hand started finding this area right here on the left side.
Paul Williams is 6'2", and 100 punches around, Floyd would have had some problem with that length, man.
Okay, all right.
Same thing with Vernon Forrest, man. Vernon Forrest was a beast, man.
I agree. 30 seconds.
Now this is how long? 9 minutes, you say?
No, this is our first 4-minute segment. We got one more 4-minute segment, and then the show is over.
God, man, shit. Excuse me. Wow, that's deep, man. That's deep.
They playing the Ortiz clip. It was legal. NovaTime back in the building. Oh, that was one of the greatest nights in boxing history.
The only night that rivals that, for me personally, is when I saw Larry Merchant at the theater play that became One Night in Miami movie.
Uh-huh.
I was invited by the director, Kim Powers, and Larry Merchant was there. And I looked over and I said, oh, no, that ain't him for real, is it? And it was. And I walked over to him and I said, man, you know what? You look kind of sickly, man. And I'd beat you up right now for telling the world that if you were 30 years younger, you would whoop Floyd. Just so I'm being fairly partial, about this whole situation with him and my boy, Victor Ortiz.
Yes, you got a podcast, Counterpunch.
Counterpunch with Victor Ortiz and Bobby Glanton Smith. And it's a simple reason for it. Victor's a good person that he lost that fight fair and square. And it doesn't define him as a human being. He's a great guy.
Can we be honest? He was getting beat up.
I just said that, man.
Now, I want you to say it like that.
No, it wasn't that kind of beat
I want
up,
you to, he was getting beat up.
No, not
He
like
was
that.
eating right hands, and he got frustrated and fouled Floyd.
Several times.
And he had been fouling early in the fight using his head in much the same way as another dirty fighter.
Who?
Holyfield.
Holyfield?
You saying Holyfield don't use that head? That's why Mike Tyson bit his ear off.
No, Mike Tyson's been fighting with his elbows his whole career.
Man, Mike was frustrated for the same reason that Floyd was
You
frustrated.
ducking my point.
And Floyd put the 2-piece and a biscuit on him and laid him right on out legally. Now tell the truth, Bobby.
Mike Tyson had the perfect combination of that left hook and that elbow right behind it. And you don't know which
You talking
one
about the
Mike
shoulder roll?
No, I ain't talking no shoulder roll. I'm talking about that elbow. Mike would elbow you to death.
Listen, the bottom line is, your boy, and he's a good brother. I talked to him. You brought
Yeah.
him to my show, man.
Yeah.
He's a good brother,
Yeah.
Victor Ortiz.
Good people.
He just knew,
You couldn't
oh,
be.
Lord, I'm in here with a monster. I can't handle this.
Not a monster.
A monster.
Floyd was several things. Monster was never one of those. People were not
When you-
afraid. Nobody was afraid of Floyd Mayweather. They just couldn't beat him. It's a difference, man. When people walked in the room, when people walked in the ring with Mike Tyson, you could see the fear on their face.
Yeah, because they knew the death would be instant. They didn't expect death by 1,000 right hands. That's Floyd. One is death with one right hand. If I catch you with this left hook, this right hook, this uppercut, you dead. That's Mike Tyson. Floyd, on the other hand, I'm going to pot shot you all night long, and your whole face is going to blow up like a puffer fish. That is the difference between the two. He breaks you down. Is that not true? He's going to exhaust you.
All right, I'm hearing an echo in my headphones. Is somebody in that?
You don't like it when the engineer chimes in. But Bobby, you getting killed right now, Bobby. Floyd is good. Those accumulated punches. Bobby McGurk, I can't let you go, champ. Your whole face is closed up. I can't do it, baby. Okay?
We're not talking.
It's
about
over,
that.
baby. Don't just.
When we talk about all time, then you have to interface the greatest of all time. And there are
Floyd is there.
too many welterweights that would hurt Floyd really bad.
Is Floyd on the Mount Rushmore of boxing?
He's on yours.
Is he?
How many faces is it on Mount Rushmore? 5?
4.
No.
Come on, Bobby.
No. Not on
Listen, when we come forward, we have to discuss this. It's going to be off topic. Deion Sanders had an Instagram model, Brittany Renner, speak to his players on the dangers of dealing with women. Ooh, she is a legendary social media.
I remember heard of him.
Yeah. She's like, what is the word they use? I don't know what words they use. But she's talking about how women be using men and coming up off men. She had a book about this. And when we come forward, we're going to discuss it. Last 4
That's nice. Okay.
Last 4 minutes, and then the
Okay.
show is over. This was great. That happened like
Man, it's amazing how fast an hour can go, man.
yeah, man.
Gee whiz. Especially when, it's it's spirited. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Yeah, it's spirited.
Come on, man.
You know, some people say stuff just to, you know, start some shit, but I actually believe what I'm saying, you know. And so do you.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
know. And that's the difference between us and Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock will say some shit just to piss motherfuckers off. You know.
Right. But I like Jason a little bit.
He's a very talented brother, man.
He's very
Great
talented,
writer.
very smart.
You know, very, very, very.
But it's
But
the
he's
position.
an only child, man.
It's the position.
I'm going
he
to say that
takes.
one more time. He's the only child.
Oh, okay.
And that does matter.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers spoil.
You know, I just wonder sometimes his positions. You know, why did you take that position? You know, what's the motive behind the position you take?
It's making money, man. He'll do anything to get it.
Okay, Bobby. All right.
He will, man.
Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, man, Bobby in here talking that talk the way he do, man. How y'all doing tonight? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Thank you for the super chat. If anybody super chatted, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me know when we coming back. 30 seconds.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. What was it? They go, you go. And if you have the wrong car insurance,
One of the time we're going to talk about Richard Williams.
Huh?
One of the time we got to talk about the movie Richard Williams, the
Oh, yeah.
King Richard.
Yeah. We could do that.
Now you say the show comes back on when? Tomorrow at what time?
Same time.
Oh.
That's her. That was the voice of Instagram model Brittany Renner. Now, Bobby, let me just give you a little context for this. When my son got offered, my oldest son, New Williams, who's a professional basketball player down in the DR right now, had 34 points last night, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, just down there acting a fool.
Outstanding performance.
When he got his first major basketball college offer, it was from Louisville, Rick Pitino. When that happened, the recruiter said, all right, now the money is about to come. He said, the money's coming now. Then, when we went down to San Diego State for our official visit, they told us that they had a program that prepped the new recruits to be on the lookout for women that are slightly older than them, that are enrolled at the school, but live off campus, got a car.
And a man.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought this was a very slick move by Primetime to bring in this Instagram model who is famous for this kind of activity. Mm-hmm. She has a child with a basketball player with the Charlotte Hornets.
So she's straight.
You understand, this is the game she has played, and he brought her in to teach them the game before they get played. Bobby, your final thoughts on that?
It's a cold world, man, in that you got a guy like Dennis Rodman, who is still ugly. But as soon as he became a professional basketball player, he was comparable to Denzel Washington.
So money turned Dennis Rodman
No.
Jay-Z said, ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire. I'm cute.
Michael Jordan couldn't even get a date to his high school prom. Now he's the sexiest man alive.
No, but you got to be mindful, man. You got to be mindful because everybody's got a game. And when you got a young kid or somebody that has promise, as Jerry West, he uses that term, this kid got promise, there are going to be vultures that come around. So I think that was a smart move by,
Absolutely.
by the coach to bring her in to educate them on that game.
Props to the brother, man. And props to Tavis Smiley for allowing a miscreant like me to come in here, man, and keep this mic hot for an hour.
Listen, this has been NovaTime. I'm Zoe Williams. That's my brother, my older brother, Bobby Glanton Smith. We missed Nick Hamilton today, but we held it down. Stay tuned for Jay King's show. As we move forward, listen to News and Jay King. We appreciate you guys.
Well, we did it again, boy.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. Deuces.